I was randomly scrolling through my YouTube comments on a video and I saw a subscriber asking for their work to be reanimated. Now normally, I'd probably wait until the next subscriber reanimation video, but today, I decided to randomly reanimate this subscriber's animation. As always, there's a twist. In this video, I'll be reanimating my subscriber's animation in 24 hours. Before I get to work, here's the clip I'll be reanimating. The video looks good. I genuinely like the concept of the animation. Basically, the red stickman appears and uses his speed to kill off the black stickman. But what makes it cool is the after images the red stickman leaves while running. Alright, now that we understand the concept, it's time to reanimate it in my own style. I opened up my Flip-a-Clip and got to animating immediately. I started out drawing the backgrounds. In the animation I got sent by my subscriber, the background was a little too plain, so I decided to switch things up and draw in a mountain background. It took me about 15 minutes to draw and paint the mountain background. I wanted it to look like they were fighting at the flat mountaintop. I drew in those little cracks as well to give the vibe that they were actual mountain rocks. After painting the rocks, the next thing was to animate the characters. But before I get into it, allow me to draw out a short storyboard. We've got two stickmen in this animation, black and red. The black one is basically the dummy stickman in this situation, so he takes the hits without reacting, just like in my subscriber's animation. First, the red stickman falls into the scene. He then jumps up and slams the black stickman. While the black stickman is reacting from the hit, the red stickman uses his speed to land multiple punches on the black stickman still floating in the air. Eventually, the black stickman explodes and the red one zooms out of the scene. It's a lot, but 24 hours is enough time to finish. Following the storyboard, first, I animated the red stickman landing into the scene. When he landed, I added a little shake effect to the ground. After the red stickman recoils from the land, I animate him gathering momentum for his jump punch. While the red stickman is in the air, I animated the black stickman take a step back right before he gets slammed into. When the red stickman lands, I animated the ground shake because he hits it with a lot of force. After landing, he slowly gets up, then stretches out in anticipation before finally zooming out. I added in the blur motion effect at the part where he zooms out to show the intensity of the speed. After animating the moves of the red stickman, it was on to the next. I animated the black stickman floating up slowly after getting slammed into the ground. I animated him on threes to really sell the slow-mo effect. Next was to animate the red stickman moving at super speed while hitting the black stickman. Basically, while the main stickman's body is on the ground, his after images are moving at super speed hitting the black stickman. I'm keeping the original concept just like in my subscriber's animation. First, I animated the blurred motion of the stickman moving in circles around the black stickman. Then on another layer, I animated the after images of the stickman throwing punches at super speed while also moving in circles around the black stickman. While animating, I decided to add heads to the red stickman, especially to this part of the animation where he's mostly blurry. After adding the heads, I decided to animate a second after image on another layer. This just shows how fast the stickman was moving while making his moves. Eventually, I went back to add heads to the red stickman. A thought crossed my mind while adding the heads. I figured I could make the after images look even cooler if I added the motion blur effect to them. So that's what I did. I made them all blurry. After adding the motion blur effect to the after images, I went back to animate the black stickman floating up slowly from the impact of the first jump punch. And then finally, just like in my subscriber's animation, his body explodes afterwards. I decided to animate this part on ones. It feels more natural that way. The plan was to animate the base stickman's body first, then add in the gore later. After adding heads to the black stickman, at the frame right before his body explodes, I decided to animate impact frames. For the impact frames, I wanted it to sort of thin out then randomly burst out again right before the stickman's body explodes. For now, I'll allow you guys to enjoy the short impact frames time-lapse. After animating the impact frames, I added the glow effect to make it pop. After this, it seemed like the animation was done. All I had to do was to animate the gore right after his body explodes. I animated this whole part on ones. I also paid attention especially to the blood spilling. Finally, to finish off the reanimation, after I animated the blood spill, I added the dust effects to the necessary parts of the animation. Lastly, I adjusted the timing of my animation, exported the project, and edited it. Before I show the results, here's a replay of my subscriber's animation.